You can turn subtitles on by clicking this symbol in the bottom right corner. By clicking the cog next to this, you can also adjust the playback speed to make the speech whatever speed you feel comfortable listening to. In the description below, you can find web links to all the websites, videos and resources that are mentioned during this video.
Welcome to the first video in our series about type 2 diabetes. What is type 2 diabetes? In this section, we will find out what happens in the body and how foods and drinks can affect our type 2 diabetes. Glucose is a type of sugar found in the blood. You will hear the term blood glucose or blood sugars, which mean the same thing. Foods which contain carbohydrates are broken down, releasing glucose into the blood. Carbohydrate-containing foods include bread, rice, pasta, potato, and any food made with flour, and also fruit. Glucose is necessary to provide fuel and energy for the cells in our body. We need a certain amount of glucose to give our body energy. Carbohydrate-containing foods such as bread, rice, pasta, potatoes, cereals, anything made with flour, and also fruit are converted into glucose. In the picture, there are two red circles containing pictures of red blood cells. These represent our blood vessels. The blue arrows are pointing to some of the small white circles in the vessels. The white circles represent glucose in the bloodstream in the blood vessels. The left-hand blood vessel has a happy green face. This shows a healthy amount of glucose in the blood vessel. The right-hand blood vessel has a sad red face. This shows a high level of glucose in the blood vessel. If a high level of blood glucose is not managed or left untreated, high glucose levels can increase the risk of developing long-term health complications. Insulin acts as a key which allows cells to convert the glucose into energy. The body is made up of millions of cells. Imagine if each cell has a lock on it which requires a key. The cell needs a chemical key to enable the glucose to enter. The pancreas is an organ in the body where the chemical keys are made. The correct name for these chemical keys is insulin. Insulin acts as a key which allows the cells to take up glucose and convert the glucose into energy. Sometimes the insulin keys cannot unlock the cell. This can be because there is fat blocking the cell locks or keyhole. If the keyhole is blocked with fat, the glucose cannot get inside the cell, and the cell will not be able to make energy. As a result of the keyholes being blocked, the glucose level in the blood rises. If we have a large waist measurement or we are overweight, the cell keyholes inside our bodies are more likely to be blocked with fat. The more keyholes that are blocked with fat, the harder the pancreas has to work. The blocked keyholes can make the pancreas very tired, and the pancreas will reduce the number of chemical keys, insulin, that it produces. Not everyone living with type 2 diabetes is overweight. But if we have more fat or weight than our bodies need, losing weight can enable the insulin keys to work more effectively and allow the glucose to leave the blood and go inside the cells where glucose is then turned into energy. Some people may need medication to help reduce their blood glucose levels. Your GP or diabetes nurse will let you know if medication is needed and how that medication would work to help reduce your glucose levels. This concludes section 1, what is type 2 diabetes? In the next section, we will find out what the common symptoms of type 2 diabetes are.